Sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn your notification so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I'm saying a very big shout out to every one of you for the love, the support you will shower me here with. I am grateful, and you all are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's something that I don't know, I found that very offensive because, like, how and why do you involve black men into your discussion? Because I don't get it. He is an interracial marriage. I mean, it's a black man actually who married a white woman and came out to say that if you are a black man and you date only a black women, that you are less intelligent. And I'm saying, like, who actually, how did this start? I mean, people wake up every day to insult themselves, not even insult black people, because it's an insult on black men who, I mean, why do you have to speak for black men in general or talk to black men? Like, are you okay? I mean, it doesn't really make any sense to me that a man will come out to say that if you are a man and you date only black women, that you are, you are less, how are they less intelligent because they decide to stick with their own people? And it's only in black community that I see some black men or black people trying to talk down on their men or their women and all that. I mean, I think in 2023, things like this should stop. I don't like to say it where, I mean, a woman is bashing a man is bashing a. I know it's been tough, like, it's been hard for some people, for some women, for some men also. But I think, I mean, you all have to really be there for one another because, like, we need one another to push it. But coming out to say that men that date only black, you see the problem. Look at, it's a man that is instigating this problem right now. And please do not involve black men into this because it's not all black men. Yeah. And please, enough of talking down on black women. I mean, it is enough. We all can't keep doing this because you married a palm-colored person. Let's get into this video.
Why should I have to think like that?
There was a friend of mine, and he actually later apologized for it, but he actually, when I was with Lindsay, I don't even know if I told you
No,
this.
you didn't, no.
But he broke me down about, like, dude, you need to be with, like, a sister, like, you need to, and I think he had a couple drinks, but I never stopped him or put him in his place. I just let him speak. I just let him speak because I said, this is a lack of education. And we also have to be...
No, I. The reason why you let him speak is because you had nothing to defend. You lots don't defend your beliefs with chest because you don't really believe what you're doing. You know you're only doing it in this moment. And deep down, this is what I'm trying to say. I say what I speak on, and I speak with it with chest. I don't care if you lots disagree with me. I don't care because it's I reality. It's through I truth. And as far as I concerned, in your heart space, brother, your brethren telling you, if you really believed you, brother, you would have told him, you would have said it with chest. Man, them will defend you, see what I'm saying? But deep down, whatever points he was saying, for a fact. We're not taking away love. I'm not saying colors can't listen. Come on, yeah? I've definitely, you see what I'm saying? I've definitely caught feelings for, like, and I've majority dated people that are outside of my race. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not ignorant to this at all, but I'm just saying in terms of community-wise and stuff like that, which is the actual thing, which is the actual issues, guys, yeah? It's not beneficial for us. It is.
Why should I have to think like that?
There was a friend of mine.
It's time for one of those talks where we have conversation about the fifth dimension. Mine ain't gonna be funny. I've never really touched on interracial dating until today. Dog said he ain't have nothing to say because his man, he says, a lack of education. Nah, bro. When I'm confronted about a truth that I live in and I believe in it, I don't just stand there quietly unless I agree. I'm gonna unpack this as much as I can without trying to be pretentious and shit. Because respectfully, you can do what you want. I'm just gonna get the perspective of his homeboy who probably had to tell him about himself. Most black men who covered white women, a lot of the things that he covered about white women are simply the things that are not about black women. I remember the list that was in contention made because the girls made the list of places they didn't want to go on a date. Let me tell y'all something. First off, when little girls say that they want a man to be Prince Charming to them, Why are grown men responding to little girls in the first place? But that's a different conversation. Two, most importantly, to the women who believe that a man can't take your red lobster and things like that. Yo, then you take the nigga out, keep that to yourself. But as far as men who were talking about that they don't want to date a woman who got kids, who act a certain way, this and the third, it's like 99% of what they're attributing, girl with fake hair, girl with fake butts, mattresses. Y'all not attributing that to women. Other women model, other women, self-sex, other women can be prostitutes. But no, a lot of black men specifically attribute the worst fallacies of women on American black women. All of them. And the irony is that most women they covet outside of the community emulate American black women. And oftentimes, they go to extremes and show their level of loyalty to a black man strictly to spite a black woman. I'm not saying that, a white woman can't just love a black dude because they're in love, because I've met people who generally just love each other. And I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. When Umar Johnson be talking, I ain't saying I'm extreme, but I don't disagree. I don't feel that it should be wrong when people say they date within their own group. Like, that's pretty normal. If a white person said they only wanted to date white people, like, personally, I'm not offended because I don't want to date y'all either. It has nothing to do with, thinking you're animals or subhumans. It's just, again, I don't relate to y'all, so I don't see myself doing that. I never did. Now, if, Dog was just having fun and being Dirk Diggler with everything he see moving, then, hey, bro, it's fine. Women are beautiful. Man, I ain't that nigga to care. I'm not going to act like a lot of black dudes don't chase women of other cultures specifically just to not talk to black women, which in itself is a bit weird, because passport bros and going to other countries just to talk to women instead of learning to understand the women around you, thinking you're going to go to another country and those women are going to respect you. You don't think they look at you and wonder why the women from your own community don't fuck with you? No, because half of them don't fuck with those women either. So they entertain you. Some of y'all talk shit about black women to these white women. Like, y'all blame Starla, but not the black man that's in her ear talking shit, saying, yeah, man, fuck these hoes. They just hating because you're a white girl. Not the fact that a lot of white women's interaction with black men is oftentimes based on a fetish and not love. They like black dick, not your heart and mind. I'm saying all, but y'all talking to a black man who goes back and reads history of our interactions. White women were used to being able to have their way with black bodies and then kill the babies as soon as they got aggravated. So much, in fact, that there had to be a law put in place to protect white women who were murdering children and women while fucking their husbands. Oh, me personally, if you're asking my opinion, if a dude is dating interracially, do you? Like, that's your business and prerogative. You want to say it's a lack of education when people criticize you for interracially dating? Nah, bro. It's not. Just to be honest. A fair response when you understand that a lot of our interactions in these types of situations lead often to, when the situation forces you to draw the line, they still choose their own side, even while dating your black ass. I'm just saying that it's not a lack of education for why Dog said something to you. And it's probably other shit that transpired in that conversation. You feel what I'm saying? Because people love to be like, oh, like, I'll give y'all an example, right? I was at work one day. I'm about to roll up, hold on. I was at work one day, and we was all sitting here chilling. And I have two examples, but I'm going to give y'all one. It was me, my supervisor, and this new dude. He was like a 10th. So we all sitting in the break room and shit. And we just talk about girls when I was single and shit. I was Dirt Diggler. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Talk about shorties. Now, for me, I'm not even saying this just because I'm on this app. I've always liked black women. So I ain't never really had this discussion of, oh, I don't fuck with this. I fuck with everything back then, though. Like black, Asian, Latino. That thing was thing and I was gone. But I never disliked black women. So when niggas would get in convo about shorties and they'll bring up black women, I'm like, shit, they bad as hell. Like, the women. I never had the issue with black women growing up because, when you learn to respect people for who they are as people, it's kind of easy to talk to them, That ain't my business. But Buddy just came out of the blues just like, yo, man, nah, man, I like Hispanic women. I'm like, someone could be Spanish speaking and black, right? That dude flat out said, nah, I don't fuck with no black girls. It's just their attitude, bro. Just in the third, it's like, And I want to poke a hole in that one too. I want niggas to think about it like this. Just 1 second. What other group of women in this country systematically had their men erased from the family structure and devalued en masse? Answer that honestly. What other woman had not one instance of mass exodus of husbands to either jail, enslavement, or death, but two? Transatlantic slavery, where people don't know family reunions started because slaves had to journey across country to find family members that was sold. How many men had their wife sold and never saw her again while she's on another plantation being raped to madness? Our women have been left to their own devices to fend for themselves so much that we romanticize it. That's why these niggas push John Henry as a folk hero when the movie ends with him killing himself for the establishment, leaving his wife and children to fend for themselves. Our women are left to their own devices to fend for themselves, and niggas be mad that they're not immediately going to submit to you, because why would they immediately submit to somebody that, not even due to our fault at times, they could not depend on? It's a level of humbleness that we don't want to have with our women looking at other women who, again, did not have to respond en masse to the mass exodus of fathers in their community. Now, I could put the moral responsibility in niggas who just want to be daddies, but that's in every race. But specifically with the crime wave, the war on drugs, the war on the Black Panther Party, COINTELPRO, the murder of our political leaders removed a lot of fathers from our community en masse. A lot of women, our women, do not immediately submit to any man because they've had to learn to handle things on their own. When I see niggas who quick to say how black women have attitudes, no, you're thinking like how you see other women submit to their man's this, that, and third, that she owes you submission because you're a man. You're not looking at the context of our history in this country at all. We've never been in a position to emulate white patriarchy. And yet y'all want white patriarchy because we've only been taught white patriarchy with the invention of the nuclear family, which is a relatively recent development. Yeah, it's recent. That doesn't, niggas try to say it goes thousands of years. No, the fuck it doesn't. Families were tried. Families were where we respected elders. Y'all say the nuclear family as if it's just 5 motherfuckers like grandparents, grandpas, aunties, uncles. That all included in an actual traditionalist culture and family, because community and village are just as important as mom and dad. Please stop that narrative. Please stop the narrative of black women got attitudes. Some may have attitude, but with respect, when y'all want women to submit and these women had to be too masculine, look at what you're saying right now. Women who literally had to be more masculine, and we understand that, but these women got to learn to calm down. Well, they have to learn to be able to depend on niggas. Like, what are they submitting to? What do you want them to submit to? What plan of action do you have? What course of action do you have to where she can fully submit to you and trust you? You got to earn that from any woman, period. Any woman you got to earn that from. You think it's exclusive to black women, when the sad part is black women expect more from you, and usually people in general expect more from you when they actually love you. Not a lack of education. To me and others of our ilk, it's just a lack of a spine.
So this is all I got from this video, and I am saying shout out to this young man. I love to see people stand up for themselves and stand up for their own women. Absolutely. Now let's start with this. It is just amazing how people come out, especially some black people, come out to talk down on their own people. Number one is that it is rare to see other culture coming out to speak ill about their own women. And not just only did he speak ill about women, he also spoke ill about his fellow man, right? Saying that black man, if you're a black man and you only date black women, you are less intelligent. How is that person less intelligent? Make this thing make sense, because I really don't understand it. Maybe the English is kind of becoming hard for me to understand. That a man decided to stick with his own race because it's easier to understand someone that you share the same thing in common with. That doesn't mean that everything, like, that doesn't mean that we are all perfect. Every culture, every race have their own problems. And most of the things we're also facing, some of them are facing it. But I don't see them. I don't see white people coming out to call out their own women or their own men. I rarely see that. I don't see it often. But I see a lot of black men or something, or black people coming out to call people out. I am Nigerian and I am from the Igbo. I mean, from my part, if you ask any man from where I am from, where would you like your wife to come from? Would you like to marry out this? They will tell you, I want to marry within my own side, my own state. Because we have the same, they tell you, because we have the same culture. Because, they will easily understand my parents or my siblings because we have so many things in common. That doesn't mean that they do not like other people. They do. But they will tell you, where I come from first, right? And this is how I expect every other people to also act. Probably if you see Asian, they will tell you, oh, of course I would like to marry an Asian woman, or a white person will say, of course, a white person, right? It's only in our own black people that you always see them saying black women are masculine, black women are this, when you all are the ones that made them masculine. And now it is an insult on our own black man. Yes, it is an insult for him to come out to speak for black men, saying that if you are a black man and you date only black women, you are less intelligent. You are the one that is less intelligent. And I hope after this interview or podcast you had, I hope your wife quit you, because I feel like she was the one that also engaged you. I hope the marriage is over, because she was asking, you never told me that. I hope it cried. I hope it crashed. I am sorry. Because, like, what in the hell? Why do you have to involve our men into your discussion? What did our men do to you that you have to bring them, into this discussion? Let it be the first and last. You should speak for yourself, not for other men. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.